Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about the video that Onision made about me. Again, women with small chests equal attractive, never get plastic surgery for a boyfriend. Insinuating that's what I did, apparently. So you know all those videos that Onision made about Eugenia where he was acting like he was trying to help her, but in fact he just spent the entire time insulting her and sending his mob of teenage girls to insult her on her channel? Well, I guess now it's my turn. So he made a video basically shaming me for the decisions that I made and blaming other people in my life for my own choices. Let's get to the point where he makes me feel like crap about myself. Or at least tries to. She just released a video, April 20th. Wow, April 20th, wow. Okay, so she released a video saying that she's getting a boob job. And this is crazy. I guess the boob job's already done. Exactly. I made it very clear in my video that at the time of posting, I had already gone through with the surgery. So seeing how I've already had everything done and I feel fine now and everything has gone really well, actually, what is the point of telling me that it was a bad choice? Like, it's already been done. The only thing, literally the only thing you're accomplishing is telling me that I'm stupid, less attractive, and how I've just totally ruined my body. I don't see what the goal of him making this video is. Other than to hate on Richie, there is no point, there is no good that he could possibly accomplish for me. Even though he tries to come off as though he's on my side and just trying to say the right things to make me feel like I'm fine the way that I was, it's really not accomplishing anything good at this point, seeing how I've already gone through with it. So thanks for being an asshole.
She's with a guy whose last girlfriend have expressed to me personally all the problems with social repose. And of course the intelligent girlfriend, this person I know is intelligent, is going to deflect, is going to act like it's her own choice.
Because it was. If you watch my video that I made on this, I went through and explained how this has been a problem for me for my entire adult life and how it was personal. I gave stories of my past, and still he comes to this conclusion because he hates Richie so much that it must be because of him. He is seeing what he wants to see and making a video about it and blasting to the internet not only that Richie is this horrible person, but that I'm apparently some person who is easily controlled and can't make decisions for herself, which is more insulting in my opinion to me than anyone else.
But here's the thing. Someone I'm with would never get plastic surgery. I wouldn't let it happen. I would not.
You would not let it happen? What? This is the most controlling bullshit that I have ever heard in my life. If someone were with me, I would never let them do what they wanted to make themselves happy. They would never go against my orders. He's done this kind of thing before in front of me. Like I said, I was out one time with him and my friend Nadine, and she decided to wear high heels, and he went on a rant, telling her how high heels aren't good for women. High heels are bad for your posture and they're bad for your feet, and how could you do something so stupid that harms your body, and like really shaming her because she wanted to wear a certain type of shoe.
So I said something.
Yeah, it's not like women are forced to wear high heels.
Right.
Like this person made a personal decision to do
has
this.
a really controlling personality, so I think it's just like exerting control in a social setting to be like, I'm going to berate you now.
Yeah, he always thinks he knows what's best for everyone around him.
And the reason I want to let it happen is because
I'm a controlling asshole.
they love themselves, right? Or at least they know that I love them enough.
He seems to constantly conflate having a very specific insecurity with self-hatred. That was never the case. I never hated myself before. There was just this one thing that really bothered me for a long time, and now with modern medicine it's easily fixable, so I decided to fix it. I didn't hate myself. I didn't think that there was anything really wrong with me. I didn't ever think that I was like really ugly. It wasn't like crippling, but it was something that bothered me, and I have the ability to change that, so I decided to go for it. It wasn't because I had some weird self-hatred problem, and it wasn't because I wasn't getting enough love from other people. This, again, has nothing to do with anyone else.
I realize that no matter how much you love some people, that they could still hate themselves. But what's important is that you make it clear to that person that they are good enough, that you care about them, etc.
And literally every single person in my life that is close to me said those exact words. They were like, I love you, I care about you, you don't need to have this done, but if you want to do this for yourself, I'm here to support you. And I understand, like my mom, for example, has been hearing me talk about how it's been a problem for me ever since high school. So whenever I finally had the courage to tell her that I was thinking about doing this, she was supportive. She let me know that she thought I was beautiful, but that she knew that this was something that was gonna make me happy. And she flew out to California and was there for me and took care of me through the whole process. My dad supported me. My 94-year-old grandma was happy for me because she's like, oh, you're gonna be so happy now. I had love and support from everyone in my life close to me. No one told me that I needed it, but they knew I wanted it and gave me the support that I needed to get through it.
So to see JaclynGlenn getting a boob job when she's with social repose, that is boyfriend failure.
It's boyfriend failure? How exactly is it a failure? Because he wasn't able to successfully control me as you would have tried to do?
I don't understand it.
Well, obviously...
He has no evidence for what he's saying. He's basically pulling random bullshit out of thin air, finding examples from other people to basically throw at his audience and say, see, a lot of women have not so great reasons to do this. Therefore, Jaclyn must also have not so great reasons to do this. Sometimes women are put in positions where people try to control them or tell them they need something. Therefore, that must be the case for Jaclyn. I've said before that this is a choice that I'm making for myself, that it is not something that anyone asked me to do. You have absolutely no evidence for anything on the contrary, yet you sit here and tell your audience that it is basically a fact that my boyfriend told me that I needed to do it. It's extremely disrespectful to him and even more disrespectful to me, because you're basically implying that I am not a strong enough woman to make decisions for myself. They must have been made by somebody else. I must be under the influence or control of another person because can't decide things on my own. I'm just a woman. These are some of the most sexist things you've ever said in any kind of video. I know, again, in your own mind, you're trying to do this to like help me in some sense, even though I've already had the procedure done, so you know you're not doing shit. You're trying to act like you're this white knight standing for women saying you don't need to change anything about yourself, but I have already done it. I made a choice for myself, and you are the only person of anyone that has shamed me. You are shaming me, you are saying extremely sexist things, and I think you should probably apologize, even though I know you probably won't.
JaclynGlenn, even in their video, said that she was responding to comments, where people were saying, oh, you're wearing a push-up bra.
No, I wasn't. This is totally out of context. In my video, I was explaining that some people may be surprised that I want to do this because it seems to some people that I already had boobs. And I was trying to explain to them that no, I don't. You are seeing me wearing a push-up bra that was actually stuffed on my Playboy photo shoot. That's what they were referencing. They're like, oh, I can see all these photos of you in your Playboy photo shoot and you've got like boobs popping out everywhere and you look great. Why would you need to get implants? So I felt the need to address some of those photos and say, hey guys, this was really, exaggerated by the bra that I was wearing and by the fact that they were actually putting like little cutlets in my bra to make it appear as though there was something going on that really wasn't. One of the comments pointed out that I was probably wearing a push-up bra, and I said, see, some people can see it. But this was never ever me saying, I get mean comments from people saying that I don't have big enough boobs and they caught me stuffing my bra and because of that I felt the need to get a boob job because of all this external pressure on me. It was never that. I was coming from a place of explaining why I didn't have the cleavage that people thought that I had, and that I wanted to actually get to a place in my life where I didn't have to do that kind of thing. I don't know why he insists on painting me as a victim. I am not a victim in this situation. I am a person who felt empowered and wanted to do something for herself. Stop trying to make me look like I am a victim. I am not this weak person that you so badly want me to be, Greg.
They're gonna cut her boob open, stuff up a little sack of something, and then she's gonna carry that extra weight.
First of all, it's not a whole lot of extra weight. I literally went to a C. I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but like, it's not like giant, like, there's not a lot going on, guys. It's not like huge. I'm not double D's. I think I'll live.
That's a bunch of unnecessary surgery, especially for a person who's perfectly healthy.
Unnecessary surgery. Okay, I realize it was not something that I needed to do to save my life. There was nothing going on that I medically needed to do this for. It was purely cosmetic. But are you trying to say that any body enhancement, any body modification that someone does is unethical in your book because you're perfect the way that you are? Anytime that I wear makeup, is that wrong of me because I was perfect the way that I was before? Anytime you wear makeup? What about when people get tattoos? Is that unnecessary? And I didn't want to bring this up because it's purely speculation, but since that's what we're doing in all of these videos, just speculating about each other, haven't you had some work done? I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, it's purely speculation, but a lot of people have suggested that maybe you have had some kind of plastic surgery at some point in your life.
God, these faces he makes.
He's just
I
such a
know.
bizarre.
It must be the Botox injections or something.
Oh, the Botox.
What?
The Botox.
Look,
We
he's
have a
had
theory.
some work done. I mean, you have to admit it. Look at him.
We've
It
looked
looks like
side by
it.
side pictures of Greg, like,
You know, I texted JaclynGlenn because we occasionally text sometimes.
Well, not anymore.
And I said, I'm against boob jobs, but, you know, if you want this for yourself, you know, this is something that you want that is not influenced by other people, then that is your right.
Why couldn't you have just said that? Well, like, saying that at this point, after everything you've said in this video, makes it kind of meaningless. In your text to me, you said, I personally think that they're awful. I never asked you for your opinion, nor do I want your opinion. I don't care what Onision thinks about my boobs. But he still felt the need to text me, and I didn't respond to that because I figured I can ignore it. That's fine. He always feels entitled to give his opinion where it's not asked for. Whatever. I wasn't gonna say anything until he made this stupid fucking video, but now I have to.
Boob jobs are horrible. Okay, I think they're tragic. They take a beautiful female form and they make it fake. They make it ugly.
So for someone who preaches self-love all of the time, what the fuck are you doing here? What is your intention or goal? You're telling me that I'm basically fake and ugly now, but you preach self-love. This is completely contradictory. I could see it maybe if it was before the surgery and you were trying to convince me not to do it, but that's not the case. So again, what's your point? And you of all people have no room to tell someone that they should practice self-love when in several videos before, you've been pretty insulting to women, especially about their boobs.
Anyway, let's get to the blunt truth. Very few people prefer a woman's nipples to point at the ground versus pointing forward. I think that kinda says it all, but I'll go on. When I see a woman take her top off, I don't wanna feel depressed. Do boobs that sag a little make me depressed? Absolutely not. The boobs that make me super depressed, however, are the ones that are entirely deflated with their nipples pointing completely and directly at the ground. When I am self-gratifying, okay, and I see that someone has fake boobs, I click away.
Oh my god, what have I done? I can't believe I did this. I should never have gotten this surgery. Now Greg isn't gonna masturbate to me. My life is over. What a fucked up thing to say. You shouldn't get a boob job because personally for me, like whenever I'm jerking off, like, and I see someone who has fake tits, it doesn't do it for me. So why would you change yourself? Now I'm never gonna jerk off to your photos. My fucking life is ruined.
And why would you want a fake person? That's not a turn on. You know? And a guy who wants a fake girl probably isn't a real guy himself.
Sweeping generalizations for the win.
And what that tells me is that you had a dad or a mom who didn't love you enough.
Are you fucking kidding me? I got a boob job, and because of that, you can somehow determine that my mommy and daddy didn't love me. The fuck is wrong with you, Greg? That's a really horrible thing to say to someone. Great, let's just get everybody on that train where they all think that I have some kind of fucked up family life because couldn't have done it for any other reason.
Or you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who doesn't love you enough.
This is again reiterating the fact that he thinks that this is something that was controlled by or influenced by other people outside of me because it could not have been a personal decision.
Because if somebody loves you in the right way and gives you the right daily encouragement, you're gonna feel good about yourself, at least on the level where you won't need to modify yourself, unless of course you have a mental disability.
So you either have to have a mental disability or have people around you that just treat you like shit and don't love you enough if you wanted to have some kind of plastic surgery done. It absolutely could not be a personal decision that you made for yourself. You either had horrible people around you or you fucked up in the head. Really nice.
And I don't think JaclynGlenn has a mental disability. I think JaclynGlenn needs more loving people in her life.
Oh, phew, he doesn't think I have a mental disability, thank God, because I apparently need his approval for things. He goes on and on about how smart that he thinks that I am and how intelligent that I am, but apparently when it comes to this thing, I'm a victim, unable to make my own decisions.
If this was JaclynGlenn's choice, if this is what she wants to be, that's fine. That's cool. So long as it is JaclynGlenn's choice.
Why the fuck couldn't you have just said that? Or not said anything at all since it's none of your business? Saying something like that at the end of a video where you basically tell me that my mom and dad must not love me, my boyfriend doesn't care about me, or I have some kind of mental disability because, like I said, there's no other option. Oh, but if she decided to do it for herself, then, you know, good for her. It's too late to say that now. And since he decided to bring up earlier that we had been texting, let me just show you something. Today, as I was preparing to film this video, he texted me out of the blue like nothing is fucking wrong. Are your daily earnings still low? Like 9/10 lower than usual? I get this text and I'm like, I take a deep breath. I'm like, okay. Are you kidding me? I just watched your vid, really not cool. The one about implants? Yeah, you know, the one where you insinuate my parents don't love me enough and that I let my boyfriend make major life decisions for me. Well, you saw the logic. His last girlfriend dumped him, made a video about it, and walked away from him totally broken. He makes a video a day later bragging about how terribly he treats women. Then you, not long after you start dating him, get a boob job. Listen, I get that you hate Richie, but you're way out of line here. You're not responding to the logic because he's the king of fucking logic. You are wrong. There is no logic. There is. I just introduced you to it. You don't have all the facts and are letting yourself see what you want to see because you don't like him. And because of that, you have deeply insulted me. Well, no girl I would ever date would get a boob job because they would know I only accept how they are. Your boyfriend beyond failed you. That's because you like to control people. I like people being their natural selves. The only person shaming me here is you. Find someone else to text about AdSense or YouTube earnings. Not having surgeons needlessly stuff bags in their chest. You were beyond good enough before. I hope one day you can accept that. You did not improve yourself, only became less yourself. Thanks for the fucking encouragement, dick. Like I said, I don't see what he was trying to accomplish by any of this, seeing as I already had the procedure done. Like, he's just insulting me. He is just body shaming me at this point. There is no good that could have come of it other than throwing shade and insulting my boyfriend, which is clearly the only motive you had for any of this shit, and I just happened to be collateral damage. Like, you have been texting me, trying to be nice. I have been responding friendly because I prefer to not have drama. I like to squash it. I'd rather not have any animosity between people, even though you have made it very, very fucking difficult. But this is crossing the line. This is too far. You constantly make videos insulting Richie, and now you have attacked me for something that has been such an emotional roller coaster for me in my life. This has been such a big decision. I have been feeling so many different things, and I finally felt the courage to talk about it publicly, and this is the response that I get from you. From most people, and I want to make this very clear, people who are watching me, people in my audience, thank you for the love and the support. People have been watching my daily vlogs because I've been updating my personal channel, you know, showing my experience and what I've been going through every day, and I feel like it's really touched a lot of people because if they're considering doing something like this, you know, it helps to see someone else go through it and to know that you're not a freak if you want to do something that makes you feel better about yourself. You're not a freak if you want to modify your body in some way that gives you a level of confidence that you didn't have before, not that you didn't already love yourself to begin with. But anyways, that's all I want to say about this. Greg, if you're watching, please stop texting me. It's weird. Especially since you continue to insult me and my boyfriend. I think it's kind of inappropriate that you continue to text me. So cut that shit out. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.